So with the recent news that players can profit off of name, image, and likeness, Nick Saban addressed this at SEC Media Day, saying he was unsure of the impact this could have on a team. Saban hinted that someone like his quarterback, Bryce Young, potentially earning so much more than his teammates could cause tension in the locker room. Saban saying this. Our quarterback, Bryce Young, already has approached ungodly numbers. It's almost 7 figures, and it's like the guy hasn't even played yet. But that's because of our brand. Tuesday, Stanford head coach David Shaw had this to say. Nick Saban is smarter than any 10 of us in this room combined. So there was no way that was just a throw-in. Obviously, that's a plant to make sure people knew, and it's a great way to recruit. Max, what do you think? Is this name, image, and likeness problematic for recruiting?
No, it's problematic if you got a bum squad. It's problematic if you got a bad program. I mean, let's be honest about it. It's awesome. But what Nick Saban did, and Shaw's right, the way Nick Saban did it, the front of it to people who aren't really looking deeply is like, hey, I like it, old school. Look what's happening now. It could be divisive. I don't know. But really underneath, he's signaling, you can make $1 million at Alabama.
Our brand. You don't even need to play. You don't need to step on the field.
This idea of perfect parity is absurd. Are we just rooting for laundry, or are we rooting for the place that we're from or the place we went to school? The reason Alabama has that advantage is because they care more about college football than other places. The reason LSU, Marcus, would have that advantage is because they care more about college football than other programs, right? They devote the citizenry of that, the denizens of that area, the people who live in that area will devote more of their resources to that sport, to supporting it emotionally, financially. Their lives will revolve around it more. Their programs ought to be better, and it is a compounding advantage. And it doesn't bother me. Otherwise, we're just rooting for what? Because this one has this uniform and this has this uniform. We're completely detached. They have no character from the place from which they come. The New York Yankees, the biggest market in the world, and baseball, crazy town once upon a time, they have more money to spend than other teams. The Los Angeles Lakers, people want to play there. It's LA. But there are other markets that are in the middle of the country, in the South. Maybe it's not the NBA or college football, but it really matters to people who live there. They give more of themselves to it, and programs and franchises there will have an advantage recruiting. And Marcus, this is part of that. Doesn't bother me a little bit.
It don't bother me at all, Max. And listen, I would challenge people to look at this. Talk about it's damn problematic for recruiting. Go back and look at the last 15 years at the top 5 schools that's recruiting. Alabama up there before the NIL existed, because the school has been selling itself since Nick Saban has been there. You know what it's been sold off of? Money. But it's been another way. It's been you'll go to the NFL if you come and play for Alabama. So in the context of the NIL problematic for recruiting, no, hell no. It's a reason why schools have been recruiting at a high level. They've sold something else. Now you can add NIL to the plate. I tell people this all the time about the Southeastern Conference, all right, because we're speaking about Alabama and what Nick Saban said. This is actually an opportunity for other schools to become programs that we talk about and elevate themselves based on how you can market your players and how they can take advantage of this NIL. The schools that's already been at the top, the schools that's been playing at a very high level, that's been sending guys to the NFL year in and year out in droves by numbers, that was their NIL. That was their recruiting. That was how they got guys to sign on, and that's why Alabama has been winning championships, and LSU and Clemson. And when you think about all of the schools that's been at the top, this has always been a part of the recruiting tactic. But they've just been sold on going to the NFL, getting a great education and the support from the people around these institutions. When you think about Alabama, that's the professional team in Alabama. There is nothing else. There's the University of Alabama football, and they've been doing a tremendous job
at doing Alabama.
Right? And like doing what they're doing. So the bottom line is, when you look at how the NIL is going to impact college football, it absolutely will. But for these schools that's been up here at the top tier, they've already been selling these same ideas. They just couldn't turn it in, monetize it while these guys have been in college. So
I want Saban to do that at every press press conference. Give a little
right,
subliminal
Max? Right.
pitch
And then when you look at, and in particular, let me get this in. When you look at the Bryce Young and the endorsements, and you talk about Nick Saban putting that olive branch out there and talking about the cachet of Alabama, why in the hell do you think Texas and Oklahoma want to go to the SEC, man? Why? Why y'all think Texas and Oklahoma want to lead the Big 12 where they the dominant dogs and go to the SEC? Because it's financially great to be a part of the Southeastern Conference. Not only that, you'll be able to recruit in that same pool that those guys are already in. So is the NIL problematic for recruiting? Hell no, because they've been recruiting off this same idea for the last 20 years.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.